Man, you come straight out of a coma. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Saturday Morning Cartoon Frenzy. As I said, the way that this goes is all of the guests here are going to give their lineup of what their Saturday morning cartoon lineup would look like from 6 a.m. in 30-minute increments. So from 6 a.m. to all the way to 11 a.m. And plus, we've added a bonus to this episode. They are going to tell us their 11 a.m. afternoon movie. If you were in the 90s, if you were with millennials, the best generation out, you already knew TBS, UPN, WB, TNT would always play some random ass movie that would get your attention to make you either go outside a little bit later or if you was on punishment, the good times rolling like myself.
Yeah. Oh man, that's
well, I would love to go next if you need someone.
Oh yeah. Okay, well
it's so funny you say that because I was gonna volunteer.
Well, you know what? Now you know what I like that it was like girl, boy. Let's go ahead and go with Honey. Let's go with Honey.
Cut me off again, Honey.
It's all right. You'll eventually be able to finish your story, just not today.
Would you like me to put that on the list to get to the docket, finish the story, have that taken off as well?
Let's say this already. I don't like any of the shows that Honey picked.
I bet you love every single one of them.
I promise you, I feel like you're gonna change your mind when you see this live. I promise you.
You will.
Be like that.
And if it's okay, because I'm glad you kind of didn't put up the movie ones because I kind of changed my movie.
See, here's that. See the wheel. Okay.
I didn't say 3. I'm just changing my movie. I didn't say 3.
That Honey money right there. Just letting you know I changed my selection. Just so you know. Before we get started. All right, so 6 a.m. What is Honey's Saturday morning lineup starting with?
6 a.m. hour is personally for me. It ain't for anybody else. It's for me when I initially open my eyes and I've turned on that TV and I'm laying in bed for like some more time. Like say it's my day off. I don't got to rush to work or anything like that. Boom. So the first hour is for me. 6 a.m. we coming in hot. It's my favorite show. I don't like. I know they've had trouble like and issues with like copyrights and stuff like that with airing it, the American version over here and such as. But I just couldn't get enough of it when it was out. I would get up in the morning to watch it at 5:30 or 6 a.m. when it would start before I get ready for school. Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon.
She started off with Sailor Moon.
Fighting evil by the moonlight, living love by daylight. Damn it! And we never run. And we never run from a real fight. Okay?
She is the one named Sailor Moon.
You got damn right. Yeah. So Sailor Moon, Sailor Mars, Sailor Venus, Sailor Jupiter, Mercury, all of them. Bring them.
100%.
Because again, our parents not telling us to shut the fuck up like yours.
Right.
They know what's kicking off. Like, look, the TV. Okay. Better not go past the 20 volume.
I couldn't have this first.
They know
what's happening.
Okay.
I would get my TV privileges taken away right there with Thundercats. Sailor Moon could not be first.
The only reason why is because like with 6 a.m. me younger, I have to try to keep my composure to not sing the song loud. But when now version of Honey, I'm laying in bed, just waking up, and I'm putting on my favorite TV show and I'm watching my favorite episode for the first half hour. So. Like it's just this is my wake up.
Honey, I lived in Japan when that came out. Let me tell you, I had all the paper dolls. I loved me some Sailor Moon.
I love.
You popped back in and popped up a big ass eclair on your screen.
My son got it from his beat school class. Look at this.
Like no one saw that. She just came. Yeah, Spite Evil by Moonlight Daylight.
But this is what Sailor Moon. This is what Sailor Moon does.
Yes,
it's women power.
You know? Also, was sexy.
Also, I love how Deonne got mad that he wanted to go next, and then he just let us know. I'll be right back. You'd have had to stop anyway if you'd have win.
Yep, Carl. I bet you Xander up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. The baby up.
Huh?
The baby up.
No, it's fine.
It's good. It's good.
We're good.
See, I thought it was meant to go next.
It's just kids raising kids right now.
Yes. But all right, but honey, you already starting 6 a.m. And again, y'all, for some reason, y'all want to play songs that you just supposed to sing loud as fuck out.
Hey man,
I'm
So-
loud and proud. I don't give a damn.
Mhm.
All right, so what's the 6:30?
6:30 is also like I said, this first hour is personally for me, like just to get myself motivated to get up out of bed. And you know, there's plenty of ways to do that, but what better way to do that than watch your favorite TV show? So Sailor Moon is at 6. We're gonna keep it going with the ladies for the first hour. And I'm putting Josie and the Pussycats.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are you not
The
loud at 6?
Pussycats.
Okay.
Yeah, I could this whole hour. I
Actually-
do round it
Beauty
for the
wake
rest
up.
of
It's
Saturday.
like you have beauty sleep. This is my beauty
that's a
wake
whole
up.
Man,
concert.
how you ain't air drumming on this joint though?
That's what I'm saying. Whole hour. I
Yeah.
How are you not like
that would have been it.
Did Josie fight crime? Did they fight crime too? No,
They was
Josie
just
and
a
the
band.
Pussycats? They were just a band. Like, what was their problem? Like, what they have to solve?
They were
You know what?
just
I forget.
their problems. They had just issues
Life.
with people like not
The music industry.
That was
Yeah, what
that
was
was
the
it.
plot?
their problem was being bad bitches.
That
That was their problem. That was their problem.
I love how you said that's it. That's all
That was
they were
it.
dealing with.
There was
That's
no
a good
villain, no-
costume. That's a good Halloween costume.
Right, for a trio's Halloween costume, that would be so dope.
So
But
your
yeah.
hour, your first hour, for some reason, I don't know why y'all talking about. This is just my light wake up. Me personally, I'd be up. I'm up, ready to go. First hour. All right, so we jumping into your 7 a.m.
7 a.m. we switching it up to the action. All right, we're gonna take it back a little bit. 7 a.m. I got Johnny Quest
Okay.
on at
Yeah.
7 a.m.
Come on.
Okay, so I had to ask this though. I had to ask this because you wrote it, but I wasn't sure. Which Johnny
Which
Quest
one?
you referring
Oh
to?
well.
Okay,
The one,
you put the old school one.
yeah, the old school one that came on Cartoon Network.
Mhm.
Wasn't
Okay.
it Cartoon
Okay, yeah.
Network?
When it
That's
first
the,
came
that's
out.
the only one that exists to me. I never.
They
So
tried a
hold
few
on,
times.
hold on,
Mhm.
honey, as your tag team partner. Let me tell you for the next 23 minutes about the new adventures of Johnny.
Really?
Matter when I tell you cinema.
Okay.
Yes.
And you know what? I believe you, and I believe you.
Yo,
I trust you.
Quest World, yo, I
Mm.
couldn't wait to go. I was like, yo, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I'm finding out how to get in the Quest World.
Yeah.
It was Johnny Quest, but literally like with up to date graphics, like 90s graphics, where it was like all the action that you kind of want to see in the old school one, but like very epic. Like Race Bannon, fire.
Yeah.
It's bad, fire. Haji, insane. Yo, Jesse, huh? But
We know what's on your list. We
I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to check.
you
Yeah.
Johnny Quest is my shit, man.
All
Oh, the
right.
way it came in with the what it was, the sonar doing like this,
Uh-huh.
the cue. I'm like, oh,
I mean,
I
because
gotta
we didn't have no kid spy movies to like look up to and be like, ooh, yeah, that's what I want to do.
What,
Of
Cody
course, our
Banks,
parents-
man?
Huh?
Nobody remembers Cody Banks.
Agent Cody Banks
But
Yeah.
that wasn't a cartoon, though. That was a movie.
with Frankie
Yeah.
Muniz.
But you were still saying like we didn't have no spot.
Johnny Quest was first though.
espionage, man.
Yeah.
Johnny Quest had the Apple Watch before we
Yes,
had
he
Apple Watch.
Yeah.
That's actually
Well,
why I
hold
got
on,
the
wait
Apple
a minute.
Watch. I wanted
No,
to feel like a
I
guy.
think Penny had that joint first on
Oh
Inspector
no,
Gadget.
yeah, you're right.
well,
Yeah.
no, because hers didn't have a face though. Like Johnny's had a face. Penny's didn't have
Oh.
a face. It had that, the little antenna popped up. Johnny technically had the first Apple Watch.
That's funny.
But my bad, Johnny Quest, 7 a.m. Okay. You know, my imaginary friend was named Haji.
Really? How long did you have him?
As
He
long
still
as
there?
he's had
What
to
do
stay
you
on
mean
the front yard.
Is he still there?
What do you mean had?
Have him now.
You still there? He's next to you?
Haji, what's up, man?
He's at work right now.
Okay.
No, he gets off at 6. Yes. Okay, so 7 o'clock, you starting off with Johnny Quest. Okay.
Mhm. Like
Now,
I said, I'm going into the action and within like this next hour and a half, you figure. So got
Okay.
Johnny Quest next. I'm feeling the Doc going with Spider-Man as well. But
Let's
a little
go.
bit earlier. But a little earlier at
Let's
7:30.
go. I take that 7:30 Spider-Man.
I shudder to think what's next if that's starting at 7:30.
Right, that's starting 7:30, yo.
Oh my goodness.
What's 8?
Come on.
8 o'clock is Batman, the animated
Come on.
series. So,
Oh,
Let's go.
yeah, we're waking up now.
Hey,
Like,
everybody finna wake up.
we getting our caffeine, you know what I mean? And then 8:30. This is where I'm kind of like rolling up at this point because I'm getting to my funny with Scooby Doo. Where are you? For sure.
Okay.
You gotta have Scooby Doo up in there.
Doo-be-doo-be-doo,
Where are you? We got
Some
some
work
work
to
to
do
do.
now.
okay, we need to
Yeah.
work on this.
Have you seen the
Scooby Doo was my
one of the
shit.
recent
I never.
ones?
It was like with Scooby Doo, you never got tired of it. Like it didn't matter what episode was on. Like it was just good, and you know it was gonna be good, and you know there was gonna be somebody that they were gonna figure out. You know, get down to the bottom of this mystery. And the meddling kids, you meddling kids
Mhm.
need to learn what real shows are, and this is what.
I'd have got away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling
Yeah.
kids.
And
Yeah.
that dog.
Yeah.
Right.
Have you seen the
Yeah.
newer ones? The one Mystery, it's called Mystery Incorporated or Mystery Inc.
Incorporated. Mhm.
That
Yeah.
one's really good. It's
I
more
haven't-
it's more episodic than just show
Mm.
mystery. There's like
Yeah.
a story arc to this one.
Okay.
It's animation's a lot better, way better, obviously.
It's on
too,
Max.
Yeah, I think so. I think it should be on
Would
there.
WB?
Mystery
It's our
Inc.
intro to mysteries as a kid. It was like-
Yeah,
Wow.
Mr. Johnson. Take the mask off. Conductor Johnson.
And I'd have
But
got
the-
away with it too.
The voice you just did was Black Dynamite, though, dear. That was not from Scooby Doo. That was
Tricky Dicky.
Cream corn. No.
Do y'all remember a pup named Scooby Doo? You remember that?
Yes.
Scooby Doo, yes.
Really good intro for that one too.
That was a hard
Yeah,
intro.
hell yeah.
Mhm.
There's a mystery in town.
Yeah.
Something cool is
Would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids and your puppy.
Scooby Doo.
Your puppy.
Oh, it's so good.
Come on.
So good.
Enjoyed the crew, Daphne, Velma,
Yeah.
Velma
So, like,
too.
Scooby.
so you see, like I got into the
Something
action and then
Scooby-Doo.
brought it to the mystery, like into the
Okay,
cartoony mystery and then funny comedic.
Yeah, you got us on a nice roller coaster ride. You know,
Okay.
like we
Riding the wave. We riding the wave.
riding away. I like this.
Yeah.
All right, so what's your this prime time now? This 9 a.m.
8:30, like I said, we're rolling the joint. 9 a.m. You figure we're lighting it and we're watching Rugrats.
Hey.
That's a
Watching
solid
Rugrats.
prime time choice. That's a
Yeah.
prime.
I always got to do that dance when I just hear the song. Just-
It would be really interesting to like trip and watch Rugrats,
Mhm.
Especially like the first season.
especially like when
Rugrats-
like they're in the
Rugrats-
room.
Hey, no, she just got that though. Like she got all in the camera. Like, yo, I just thought about that.
The Rugrats and Courage on a trip.
Oh, I
I
couldn't
ain't doing
trip on. I couldn't trip on Courage. Oh hell no, that shit's
Nah.
scary.
I
That's
never
scary
watched
when I'm
that.
sober.
You brave as fuck. You do that.
You would be scared. You would literally be scared.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real. I could not trip and watch.
They got
Courage.
some creatures on there this day. I don't be fucking
The
with.
music
Yeah, I don't
is
know.
music.
love.
It's the
Oh,
music.
I've
yeah.
never watched it by myself.
What you say? You
Yeah.
never watched it by
I've
yourself?
never watched Courage by myself. I've never had the courage to watch Courage by myself.
Ah,
Ain't nobody judging you on this either.
that's
No.
wild.
That's so funny.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. So that's a good prime time one,
Yeah,
especially
that's
when
scary. Sorry. So
Hey,
Courage,
yeah,
what
check that.
is
Hey, somebody
scary?
check out
Courage
here.
is scary as fuck,
Hey,
bro.
he went to another dimension right there.
Dion, you all right?
Just a house out in the middle of nowhere. They
Out in
lived
the
in
middle of
nowhere.
Nowhere.
with the
And
mean
just-
ass
just-
old man.
Yeah,
With
It's
her
the-
That was
husband.
Muriel
he
getting
was
groceries.
really though.
Why do you have no teeth too?
He
How
was
was she
really
getting
mean, though.
groceries?
That's why
How
he's
was
so
she
angry.
getting groceries?
She
There
said,
was no
"Like, man,
store
they had a
nearby."
dentist out there. My man out there pulling teeth with pliers and a pistol.
Stupid
That's all
dog
he got
made me
to
look bad.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Booga, booga, booga.
Wugga, wugga, wugga. Stupid
But-
dog. And when
Got a
she
hole
went
in his
somewhere,
teeth, too.
and if she went somewhere to grab something, that shit was in the middle of nowhere
Yep.
with nothing
Yep.
around it.
But where they get gas from though? Like that
I'm
truck.
sorry, honey.
Never had gas.
I couldn't get away from it. It's a really scary cartoon, man.
It is.
Yes,
I
yes,
fucked with
Love
it. I
that
don't know.
cartoon.
There was some question. There was some questionable things, but it's like, you know,
You liked it. Yeah.
You like, hey, no. Again, we listen and we judge internally. Okay?
Yeah, we will just say.
Yeah. But all right. So your 9:30, what you got?
9:30. We're getting loony with Looney Tunes.
Yeah. Come on with it.
Yeah,
Come on with
the
it.
classic towards the end, towards the last bit. From one classic into the next. 10 a.m. will be Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Oh,
Come
man.
on with it.
You can't have
with
you
it.
can't have a Saturday, morning rollout of cartoons without Tom and Jerry.
That yell Tom had, man, when he got hit.
I don't think I cackled so hard as a kid.
Did y'all see the Tom and Jerry where they were talking?
The
Yeah.
movie?
I
Yeah.
did not
No,
like
it was
it.
a show.
the
It was
movie.
it
The
was
live
a
action?
show where
I
they
like
talk.
the movie.
I was freaking out.
Y'all
live
remember?
action
Y'all
or
remember
cartoon?
the Tom and Jerry movie
Nah,
There's
that's
the
what
first
I'm
one.
thinking.
There's a couple now.
with
there's a
Robin
couple
the orphan? The
Yeah.
very first
Yeah.
Tom and
Very
Jerry
first.
movie.
Yeah, when they got put out and then they started talking, and I was like,
Yeah.
That
He's
was
like,
my
"You can talk?"
shit.
Like this whole time we've been
yeah,
fighting.
they was like, you can speak? Yeah.
We
And
never
you,
used our words. We were just fighting.
It was
Have y'all
so
watched
good.
the live action one?
I like it.
No.
I
Okay.
enjoyed it.
When Tom got on that piano and T-Pain's voice came out.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, yo. They did they thing with the
I was like-
live action. That one was
I loved it.
Because honey, they're not live either. It's what was the
CGI like animated. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Oh,
CGI.
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
no,
not
I
Like
haven't
Space
seen it.
Jam.
I think it's
Yeah.
on Max. I think
Yeah, it's like Space Jam.
Like
Yeah.
Space Jam, yeah.
Okay, I gotta watch it.
Yeah. No,
Roger
it's good.
Rabbit.
That's
Yeah,
that
it's really
voice.
good. Okay, so how are you rounding off this tremendous lineup?
All right, so I'm rounding it off the same way I started it. I'm ending it with something for me. And that is Daria.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh! I was just watching that the other day.
Daria.
I had sparked up and I was like, "Wow, she's so
Yeah.
real. Why are all
I feel like
these,
that's another show that I
she's
appreciate.
surrounded by
haven't-
some
I
crazy ass
haven't
people?
watched Daria.
Her and her
What?
friend were the only ones
An
that were
MTV classic.
Yep. Indeed.
No, did nobody hear Grace when she said
Oh yes, we all heard her. We just
Right.
wasn't gonna make fun of her like Will is
It was
about
like,
to do.
she's
Yeah,
so real.
yeah, she's so real. Yeah.
She is so real.
No, you said that
is.
like such a story.
Daria is
It was
the
just
realest
the way
and the
you did
baddest. I don't
Yeah.
care what nobody
so
says.
real.
For
She's
real.
the realest and the baddest. I don't care what anybody says. Daria was that girl for me.
Anybody who liked Daria, I could see were very chill people. They were very like this laid back.
Not problematic. Just
Yeah.
out the way, minding their business.
Mm-hmm.
Daria.
Absolutely.
La,
I'm gonna have to
la,
go
la,
check it
la.
out now. Y'all
That's
all
my-
on-
that's
y'all
my
all on the
morning-
one-
that's my
on the
morning
one boat
lineup,
with this
yeah.
one, huh? We all on the one page with this one, yeah.
Mhm.
I need to check out Daria, yeah.
Yeah,
Daria's
you got
fire.
a list, Doc.
definitely.
Daria's good. Daria was really good.
Okay.
Doc, your thoughts on this lineup?
Hey, I like it. Josie and the Pussycats, I would have had to move down a little bit, and I'd have moved Scooby Doo up a little bit. That's just for me. I would put Scooby Doo at 6:30 because I like to get my mystery over with. Because after that, I just want to see people get punched in the face. You feel me? So I'm not trying to think later on. You feel me? Like I said, you see my lineup at the end. It's just slapstick comedy, anchors, anvils, all that. Come on, I'm not trying to figure out no crimes. No, I'm done with that right now. But no, I like her lineup. Her lineup go hard in the paint.
Okay. Grace, your thoughts on this lineup?
Oh man, first of all, I love Sailor Moon. I actually haven't seen Josie or Johnny Quest, so I'm sorry. But I love Spider-Man, I love Batman, and I love that you ended it with Daria because you gotta get them thinking by the end of it. You gotta
y'all still
just leave
thinking
you with
though.
a
What
life
is we
lesson.
thinking
Just
for?
leave you with a life lesson before you get up off your couch.
you sprinkle some like cognitive like this, just like
Because like I said, we're rolling the joint around 8:30. We're smoking it, and you figure you start feeling it around 10:30. That's when it hits you, and you're like, you know what? I'm motivated. I feel motivated to do something.
Yeah,
good
I'm
today.
over here solving the Scooby Doo before. Like, oh, I think it's real.
Right.
You get
Both
some
of them singing,
laughs.
both of them singing the la
solid.
la part wrong before they be like la 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 la
Yeah.
la 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 la. Like, no, you fuck it all. Like, yep. Like, that's how I would, you know what, Dara, you're right. That's how I should handle this problem.
You're
Dara,
right.
you're speaking to me. Dara, you're speaking to me right now.
For real.
Yo, I'm finna watch Daria High.
Paramount Plus.
It's the
No.
best.
Oh, it's on Paramount Plus.
Yes,
Yes.
I'm Paramount Plus.
I went on a rabbit hole of all the cartoons. I was like, oh snap. And yeah,
I highly recommend it.
yeah,
I'm at the
good one.
So just for the audio version, Honey's 6 o'clock hour. First of all, just like Doc, for some reason, y'all playing stuff that's supposed to be sung out loud early. Quiet. Don't know
This
how
whole hour moved.
Yes, but that's just me. But hold on, I'm so sorry. Before I say that other lineup, let me ask Grace. I asked you how you felt about this lineup, right? Bless you.
Good.
Bless you.
How do you feel about this lineup?
I would switch Sailor Moon, Josie and the Pussycats with
And take
Scooby Doo
them
and
down.
Rugrats, and because I need to sing Sailor Moon. I will be grounded for the rest of the day, miss this entire lineup. If this was the lineup, I would not make it to Josie and the Pussycats because my dad would be like, "Turn it off."
As soon as that guitar hit, down, on
the couch, doing the poses, the transformation, all of it. Dad would cut the TV off halfway through.
that guitar break too.
don't
In
know how
the
to
middle of
You're done.
that
Wrap it
guitar
up.
break, that guitar break in the middle of that Sailor Moon, that
Yep.
guitar solo.
Yeah, I would need Sailor Moon and Josie somewhere where Scooby Doo, Rugrats, Looney Tunes. That would need to be that would need to be shifted because then I could just yes. And then by the time he wakes up, I'm turning up to them too because that's it.
Hey,
There you go. All right, Deonne, your thoughts on this lineup?
A lot of variety, so it's a little something there for everybody.
Mhm.
Especially from the start, then the middle gap, then it's Honey did a really good job. See, I can be nice.
it's your tone that made it sound like you were being.
Thanks, Deonne. Thanks, Deonne.
He couldn't deny it. We already told him.
I told you were gonna like it.
It's a good list. It's really a good list.
I know.
Yes, I concur with my tag team
No, I'm
partner.
kidding. I'm kidding.
I agree with Slido. You'd have definitely had to move to 6 o'clock with the 9 o'clock because I'd have lost. My mom would have been like, I don't know what bills you think you pay, but you better sit your ass down somewhere
And be quiet.
at 6 in the morning. Okay. Because if you
Right.
wake your daddy up, we gonna have a problem. It's like,
Right.
you know what? I won't do that with Scooby-Doo and Rugrats. We'll let those play and I will thoroughly enjoy it.
Mhm.
But when I see both y'all walk in this kitchen at 7, I'm letting the fuck loose.
Mhm.
That's all I know. But all right. So for our audio people, the 6 o'clock hour, Honey is selecting Sailor Moon, Josie, and the Pussycats. The 7 o'clock hour, we have Johnny Quest and the Amazing Spider-Man, the animated series. And then for the 8 o'clock hour, we have Batman, the animated series, and Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? That old school classic. And then, of course, at the 9 o'clock hour, our prime time, we got Rugrats and Looney Tunes. And then, of course, closing it out, we have Tom and Jerry, and of course, the critical thinking Daria. Now, we want to know, though, Honey, what is your 11 o'clock movie?
All right, so I went with one movie, but then I went with a movie that I gave to Will, but I was like, no, wait a minute. I missed out on a really good opportunity for a movie that I know that not a lot of people might not have seen, but I'm going to say both. My original movie was Space Jam.
Okay.
My original movie was Space Jam, but
Okay.
I decided to take that back and make it The Page Master.
Oh my goodness, that movie's so good, Honey.
Grace.
Truthfully, this is me being happy.
First up, I loved. Okay,
The Page Master vote was like something very, very near and dear to my heart for whatever reason, but I absolutely adored every single thing about that freaking movie.
That was so good.
You know
There
what's
it
funny?
is.
Yes.
Is that
Wow.
Macaulay Culkin?
Yes, I would
Yes.
love to watch
Macaulay
that movie.
Culkin.
I don't remember what it was about, but I remember loving it.
So he was basically a boy that just needed to find courage in his life, you know, and he was being bullied in the
He
real
gets
world,
trapped in the
and then he
And
oh
then
my
he
god,
went
the
to
fact
the
that
cartoon world.
he had a tree house was because I always wanted
Right.
to live in a damn tree house, and then he ends up going to this library, this magical library
Okay,
where
I
Christopher
remember that.
Lloyd is, and then
Mhm.
like some
He
things
gets
happen
dropped
where
into the book, right, or something.
or he doesn't drop into a book, but
Like a
paint
sea of
walls, like
paint.
paint
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, and then like you have Patrick Stewart as the voice, Whoopi
Whoopi
Goldberg.
Goldberg.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, where can I watch this? I gotta watch it with my kids.
I don't know where you
Great.
can watch it, but it's one of the best movies.
Okay.
That happened on
You got
DVD.
it on DVD. It's crazy.
Honey, that's wow. That
Actually, too, though, this
And it
is
had
what you should watch on shrooms. If you go watch it
Yes.
on shrooms, watch the Page Master.
fucking
on
book.
And
And
then he finds these books and he finds his way through this adventure so he can get to the exit of the library and find his way
Three
back
adventures.
home. Three
Gotta go through three
adventures, horror, adventure, and fantasy, bro. Like the Dr. Jekyll and shit.
I remember
the-
Dr. Jekyll.
the
Okay.
dragon fighting.
Yep.
Oddly enough, we were mentioning that when we started the dragon fighting thing. Like, oh
Yep.
my god!
yeah, honey, not a lot of people
And then
know.
and then in the
Mr.
fairy tale,
Hyde.
and then the fairy tale land where they were flying with the fairies and that
Yep.
that song that played. I don't know who sang that song.
Oh, that song went hard, yo.
Baby,
Oh, my God.
that was giving like R&B 90s, like
Yeah.
oh my god, it was just so good. But
Yeah, that's honey. That's
That's a good
that
one.
I was like, no way. Space Jam would be too easy. I need to pick
Yeah,
something
lose
that I
Space
know is
Jam
out
out
of
of it.
like straight out of the vault. And Page Master
Wow.
has a very special place in my heart.
Was that Disney?
No,
it was. Who was it?
20th Century Fox.
Buena Vista? Oh, it's 20th Century?
Yeah,
Mhm.
20th Century Fox.
Oh, they don't have that on Disney Plus yet?
I don't think so.
Oh,
Oof.
no, but you might want to check though. Yeah, no, but you might want to type that in to see if it
Look,
is.
I'll rent it for $3.99.
I will too. I will.
You could
love
just
it.
borrow this.
Well, I was gonna say if you
Look,
go on
that's the
Amazon
same
Prime,
amount
I'm
of
sure it's
driving
like $2.99 or whatever.
Let's just have a copy of the Page Master.
Right.
Grace, get it first. Come on down here to
There
Atlanta.
you go.
Huh, we should do a watch along for Page Master.
That
I'm
would be
so
fun.
down for that. I'm so down for that.
Oh, that's a good pick. Really good pick.
Thank you, guys.
I appreciate all of y'all so much for sitting here this long. and letting this get- I really do.
No
appreciate
problem.
See, I told you I came prepared this time, Will. I was
Yes, you
ready.
did. Yes, you did. Everybody. Grace literally went and picked up her child, and we were still here. Trust me, I'll be back for the next person come. She really was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think she only missed Docs. That was about it.
Sorry,
And she
Doc.
it's all good.
But before we get out of here, though, I always want to thank my audience and then make sure that they know where to go follow and support each and every single one of you. So we're gonna start like the way we did with the introductions. We're gonna start with Doc, and then we're gonna go, and then we're gonna end with Grace. Doc, you're up.
All right, once again, I am Doc. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Blue Sky. Doc's pop up. I be cooking. I'll let you boy.
I like you, honey.
The Sweetest Soups Wrestling with Honey on all the social spaces, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, the Wrestling with Honey podcast on YouTube. You can also find me with the Kayfabe podcast with Deonne and Will. It's always a fun time there. Looking forward to the next episode coming up real soon, as well as, of course, Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays on Women's Wrestling Talk. And check me out on Fridays. Tomorrow we have our Honey Night SmackDown watch along.
Mm.
Slide.
Hi. Slycooper 711, aka Slyco the Psycho. Like I said earlier, variety Twitch streamer. My handles are the same on Twitch, Instagram, and Blue Sky. Thank you, Doc. Yeah, forget one. Deleted my Twitter. Slycooper 711 handle, same for all of them. So hope to see you guys on my stream.
Yeah, Deonne over at All Star Fandom Show, along with Doc, we team up to do some reviews, celebrate fandoms, because there's a lot of toxicity out there. It's just fun to like, hey, we're getting these things in our day and age of like, I can't be mad if I get a Batman movie, you know,
Yeah.
at this age, you know, We're still getting good content. We're doing some reviews now. Doc is doing the Daredevil review along with our partner Jen every week right after the episode. So every Tuesday night at 10, hop on 10 Eastern on that one. Over on Instagram, on, like I said, All Star Fandom Show, TikTok, All Star Fandom Show, and on YouTube. Come over, subscribe, have some fun. We'll celebrate some fandoms. So yeah, thanks for having me, Will.
Sure.
And I'm Grace Aubry. And you can just find me on Instagram, okay? God's Grace Aubry. But I did start a website. Shout out to Will to help me with this. But I am starting a blog. The website's called For Goodness Grace. My Single Mom's Guide to Surviving LA blog is going to be on there. Lots of good tips and whatnot. And buy my bumper stickers, because I created bumper stickers because I be in these streets like, I wish people knew that you should be using your damn blinker or you're too close. And anyway, they're funny. I've had some punny bumper stickers. But anyway, that's me, Grace. Okay.
Yep. You can find me on all socials at Yam Yam Bigelow, because we like things around here.
Can I get to the yams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What Charlie was singing that with all his heart, boy.
And stop while we at it. Yes. And then you can also follow me on YouTube and my Twitch. We'll be getting back on Twitch with the video games, but also make sure that you support the Kayfabe podcast as well. Those are on my personal Will Pharaoh YouTube. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to these videos, and then subscribe to the Straight Out of a Comic Book YouTube channel, and as well as follow me on my regular socials, Will Pharaoh, Pharaoh. Make sure that you like on there, follow, support, comment, share the content, because believe me, they make sure that they do not push our stuff and they try to push the BS. So please make sure you see any of our faces, like it, comment it on it, share it, put it on your stories, do all of the things. Make this become constant content, right? So thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all let us know what would your Saturday morning frenzy lineup be, and tune into the next one. We'll catch you next time.